Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing a full coverage foundation routine. I'm just going to be kind of going through the steps of how I cover up like redness on my face, acne scarring, stuff like that. I'm going to be showing you the products I use along the way as well. I'm also going to be applying like blush, bronzer, contour, highlight, all that kind of stuff too. If you're interested to see how I get this, keep on watching. So I know I look crazy right now because my eyebrows are done and my eyes are pretty much almost done. But I'm going to start on my face. So the first thing I'm going to use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is just a regular one. I bought this at first. I thought I had like dry, normal skin. Now realizing that I have more combo skin. I don't recommend this primer if you have combo skin or oily skin like I do, because it just makes your makeup slide around. After I'm finished this bottle, I'm gonna try the light version, but right now this is what I'm working with and I don't want to waste it, so I'm just gonna finish to use it up. And I just take about that much on the back of my hand. It's a lot, but I like to use a lot of primer. And I'm gonna put this on my face, my cheeks, my nose, my forehead, and my chin. And I'm just gonna rub this in. It feels really nice though on your skin. I like the silicone feel. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this, and this is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer in the green color. This isn't the best color correcting concealer there is, but it's good enough for now. I don't color correct all the time, just when I feel like my redness is really showing, which it is. You can see it all on my chin and on my cheeks and up on my forehead too. So I just take this and dot it on my cheeks, just in this little small area where I have redness. A bit on my nose, forehead, and my chin, where I have scarring from picking my pimples when I was younger. Don't do it. Don't do it. So now that I look like pistachio ice cream, I'm just gonna dab. And I just use a beauty blender to dab everything in. How's it going? And I'm gonna look cray. I'm gonna look cray cray. That's fine. It's really fine. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going back in with foundation after this, but yup. You ever get like really violent with your beauty blender and you realize you start like on your face? Because like me. Hashtag relatable. I need a new beauty blender so bad. I don't like the black one because you can't see if there's any mold in it, and my last pink one got mold in it and I could see it, and now I can't, and I feel like there's mold hiding there, and it kind of stinks because it's old, so I should probably get a new one. Okay, now that I'm looking ill, time to go in with your foundation. So to get this full coverage foundation effect, I'm going to be mixing two foundations actually. So the first one is the Kat Von D Lock It Foundation. This has a lot of mixed reviews. I used it a lot at the beginning. When I first got it, I was really excited. It's like a paste. It's like paint pretty much, and it just like mattifies your whole face. But it's too light for me. Too light. I was ghostly for a while there. I mean, I am naturally ghostly, but this was like, I was like basically a piece of paper. So I mixed it with this L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover foundation. This is really good, but this is too pink for me. And I also don't love that it's like moussey. It's not my favorite texture. But together, I get the coverage from this, and then the color from the Kat Von D, and they mix together to be like perfect, and it really covers a lot. So I just take a bit of the L'Oreal one on the back of my hand. Hello. I'm gonna go in with Kat Von D. So this is as much of each that I have on the back of my hand, and then I literally just like mix it together. And it makes like a really good consistency and like the perfect color for my skin. Alrighty, so I just dab it on my skin, and I like to work in sections because it kind of dries fast and then it won't blend properly if I like put it everywhere on my face and then go in. And I just use my same beauty blender because I'm nasty and I don't have time to clean things. So that's what we're doing here. Like, see how much it's covering already? Like, it's crazy. I never thought I'd be that person that like mixes foundations, but I just haven't found a foundation that I really like yet. I was using NARS for a while until I realized it sucked. So that's good. But yeah, it's just not my fave. Not really a fan. And I feel like my skin type changes too much to like get invested in one. Let me know down below what your all-time favorite foundation is because I'm curious. I always want to try new ones, but at the same time it's like I'm broke. This L'Oreal one is really good from the drugstore though, if you don't want to spend like hella cash on a foundation. My chin is definitely a problem area for me. Like I said, I like to pick the pimples, and that's what happens when you pop and you pick at them. So it's fine. You ruin your life, but it's fine. I seriously love the beauty blender so much. Like, I don't know what I did before it, honestly. Like, I had to use a brush at work when I worked at Sephora once because I was at this like workshop thing, and they're like, yeah, like try the Kat Von D brush, and I was like, okay. And like I used it and literally looked like a flaky mess. It was disgusting. I was like, this is why I just use a beauty blender. It's easier and it works better, and bye. By the time I get to my forehead, I kind of wipe it in, even though you're not supposed to, just because I'm like lazy and I'm over it, and it's like my forehead. It's like the least interesting spot on your face to put makeup on. Like there's nothing, like there's all this stuff to do down here. What do you do with that? I have a little bit extra. I'm just going to put some on my nose. So this is my face close up, and this is how much the foundation covered of my face. It's not perfect, but with the concealer it's like full coverage. So after foundation I go in with concealer, and right now I'm using two different concealers. So I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape for under my eyes, and I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer for the rest of my face. The only reason I'm using the NARS and the Shape Tape is because I only have one Shape Tape, and once this is gone I have to pay $50 million to get to Canada, and I don't want to, so I use it sparingly and only under the eyes. But that's okay because NARS is like my second favorite concealer. It's really good, so I just use it for the rest of the face. Seriously, I think that like angels created the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. It's the best thing that's ever happened to anyone. So I use this under my eye, and yes, I like to use a lot. Hello. I know it's full coverage, but just trying to live my life. Back in with that nasty ass beauty blender. Let's go. And I like to bring it like right up underneath my wing. Usually I have a wing, and just like drag it up to clean up any eyeshadow. Okay, so now that my under eyes are concealed, I'm gonna go in with the NARS concealer. The only problem with the NARS concealer is I feel like I'm always running out. I go through them so fast, like especially when I use them under my eyes. Oh my god. And like, don't get me wrong, I know this is a shit ton of product, but like I always get compliments on my skin, and like even though it's not my skin, I'm like, oh thank you, yes, I take care of it. I do, and I wash it every night. I usually do wash my skin every night. I used to not, but now it's like one of those things where if I don't, I feel really guilty, so I have to. Sephora changed me, man. It changed me. I wish I could like highlight, like you know how people put like concealer under their eyes and they like highlight with concealer, but like I'm already the color of like literally a white cloud, so I can't highlight unless I use white. I've never tried using white though. Pale girls, do you highlight your face with concealer? If so, how is that even possible? Let me know down below, because I don't really think it is. So this is what my face looks like with all my foundation and concealer on. I'm going to set it, but first I'll zoom in so you can see it better. So as you can see, my whole face is like covered. Pretty much took care of all the discoloration. My problem areas around my nose, I have a lot of freckles. I find it hard to put pigment in there. But it's not bad. Okay, so now I'm going to set my face, and for that I use the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Setting Powder. I haven't ever tried Laura Mercier. I know I need to, but it's very hard to justify spending $50 for a powder. But I'll get there one day when I'm rolling in money, aka never. So I'm just using an e.l.f. powder brush. This is a lot, but I'm going to put it all over my face. I usually get powder everywhere, but like honestly living for it. Okay, so now that I look crazy, I'm just gonna blend it in. And I know it's a lot, but I'm an oily mess, and by the end of the day, my makeup, literally, you could like touch it and it like wipes away. So I need all the powder I can get, and I don't usually do touch-ups because ain't nobody got time for that. So powder brush is so good. This is like my third one, and it's like getting wobbly again. Like they don't last very long, but like when you have them, they're good. So for smaller areas, I go in with a small powder brush. Under the eyes, I like to pack the powder. And same for the nose. The nose for me is the worst area for makeup. It doesn't hold makeup. Makeup rubs off so easily on the nose. It's really frustrating. If anyone has any nose tips, let me know. Let me knows. I'm gonna put a little bit of extra powder on my nose and just kind of bake it. Yeah, that's a good look. As I'm letting the powder sink and settle on my nose, and bake if you may, I'm going to just finish off my eyes off camera. Okay, so hello, I finished off my eyes and I wiped away all the powder on my nose. So I'm gonna go in with bronzer, and this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Light Bronzer. Thought your girl would use Hoola or something. No, the girl is too white for Hoola. I actually heard this bronzer was comparable to Hoola Light, which I would like to try, but I mean if I had this was like way cheaper. So, like, I know I'm pale, but I feel like I don't really notice a difference with this bronzer. I wish I could do those, like, bronzy goddess looks. I would literally just look like a slice of orange pie if I did that. I want to, though. Also, I hate coconuts, but this smells like coconut and it smells really good. Wait, can you see that? Is it there? Ugh. Fun fact, this is my first bronzer I've ever used. Like, I'm Amelia, I love makeup, but I've never used bronzer before. Literally, though. Do I look bronzed? No? Okay. So now I'm going to contour, and I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. And I'll probably use this color and mix it with that color. And I'm just using the Morphe M530 brush to do that because it's my fave contour brush. Even that I feel like is too orange. Oh, Amelia, you look crazy. Oh, thanks, girl. I know. Alright, I'm gonna just blend this in because, oh boy. I usually don't do my makeup in like this good of lighting, so I guess I can't usually see how it really looks. And girl, it's looking great. That's a nice contour. You look absolutely insane. Oh, thanks. I want to do like a full face first impressions like videos so bad, but people go on like full-on Sephora shopping hauls and then come back and they're like, let's try all this makeup. It only cost me $5 million. Haha, YouTube. Now I'm just gonna take a bit of the translucent powder and put it here. Just kind of bake this in a little bit. It just sharpens up my line. Ever since doing this, I realized how much this helps my contour, because before I just felt like my contour was all over the place, and this really like puts it in its place, you know? So now I'm going to go in with the Morphe E3 brush, and I'm going to take the light of the shade Light palette and just kind of mix it together, whatever I have left. And then I'm going to shake it off. And I'm just going to wipe away the powder and blend out the rest of the powder down my neck. And the reason why I take a little bit of product is just so that everything blends properly, and I like to like blend out the contour even more because I like my contour looking extremely natural, and this hair needs to go before I literally buzz cut it off. So for blush today, I'm going in with one of my favorites. It's the NARS blush in Deep Throat, and it's just a really pretty like pink blush with... Oh, no, there's no glitter in it. It's just kind of like luminous. It like gives your face a really nice glow. And I'm taking some on the Morphe E34 brush. I really like this blush. I use it pretty much every day. It's like my go-to blush. I'm going to blend it out because I look like an actual clown. I'm going to go in with one of my fave highlights from Becca, and this is in Moonstone Hello. And I'm going to be applying it with one of my fave highlighting brushes from Morphe. It's the M501. Remember when highlight wasn't a thing? Sad times, y'all. Sad times. I wonder if there's gonna be like a new makeup product that comes out that like, because highlight wasn't really a thing before. I wonder if there's gonna be like another new product. But it's like, what else could you do to your face? Really, what could you do? I'm curious though. I hope there's something new one day. I think that'd be really exciting. To finish up and set my face, I'm going to use the Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Makeup Setting Spray. Does this mattify my face? I couldn't tell you because I'm always trying out so many like mattifying products. I don't know what works and what doesn't. I like to think it works because I really like using it. So we're just gonna pretend it does. So I'm gonna use my new liquid lipstick from Burberry in number 9 Fawn Rose. It's like my current obsession. It's the most beautiful color in the world. I just realized that I set my face before I put my lipstick on. I usually don't do that. Normally I put my lipstick on, then set my face. I don't know what I was doing, so yeah. Alright, so that's the completed look. This is my full face, my full coverage foundation routine. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below as well if you want to see more from me. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!